I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it.
Man, I thought it was amazing that
the NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm like, yeah.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Breakfast like $10, $15. But we had all kind of extra shit. We had the extra, it's called $1 million bacon. We had extra bacon and grits and I don't know. This is like some thick bacon with syrup on it, syrup and brown sugar or something. Yeah, that restaurant's slamming. I heard about it, so I took my wife there. This mug is hooked. We done been there like 3 times in 2 weeks and shit. I'm like, damn. I said, let's try something new. Let's try something else. Oh, no. We gotta go back to this place. But we tried it. Yeah, they have new shit all the time. It's a healthy place. The food is supposed to be all healthy and shit. They had these drinks. Let me know when you're ready. But they have these drinks. I got this drink. It's supposed to be just healthy. Then she got some. It was kale and some other shit in it. That wasn't so hot. But the one we had yesterday with the apple and cinnamon and oh my god, that shit was, it was a tea. It was a tea, but it had apple and cinnamon in it. That shit was so good. I was like, damn. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, man. That ain't shit. If that ain't up there, man, you come down here and hang out and we'll shoot over there. Yeah, it's that, man. It's like a breakfast place. It's open like breakfast and lunch. I don't know, on the fucking weekends it'd be packed. We went there on a Friday one time. It was packed, but they was moving mugs in and out of there. We were there on the weekday. It was nice and chill there. I was like, man, she love that place. I be getting it's like potatoes with Italian sausage and yeah. No, I had no pancake. No, nobody had pancake. Nah, nah. She had like eggs with the greens and stuff. That's my wife, Angie. Uh, see there, he's so fucked up. Yeah, dog. Yeah, she took the day off. Yeah, yeah. Like nah, yeah, nah. Shit, Man, as much as this one be calling me, video calling me, you think I could be fucking around? Oh, hell no. Nah. Can't be fucking around. GPS all over me and shit.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Damn, I thought I
4
had
yards,
that.
the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, that's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Painting this shit. First thing in the morning, spray painting this shit.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, it's all right. It's almost done. You just had to paint that. She already did the stuff to label it and all the little stuff go inside it. She did that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Must be killing you. We doing shit. We be waiting. It's like SpongeBob. But like 1 hour later. God, out.
I don't think Dalton liked the matchup there. He's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's second down. Dalton looking. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come to me, it's me. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 368. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, echo. You mark 56. Mark's 56. Oh, you got D? 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go. No.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Rip left. Check 24. Move.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. To throw here, Dalton.
Oh, come on.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
You seen him breaking over there.
On the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And Dalton to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1.
Them grits I had, they was kind of whack. I was mad. The first time I went, they was all right. But this time, they was kind of whack. I was like,
Here we go. The 20. Coming to you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Let's go. At their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Dalton here from the gun. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
14 moving. 14 moving. Trips.
Another chance for Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Running with Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly.
Oh yeah, put the backup in. Yeah.
exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This won't hurt a bit. No, that's not doing it for me.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk. Things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Serious adjustments. Okay, so you can't do that now.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check, check. First down.
Throwing again. Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. That's to his running back, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Watch the twitch. 368.
First and 10 for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Hey. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Don't get nervous. Check. Regular. Check.
And it'll be Dalton again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Bullock's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by B.W. Webb. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. You. 57, Mike 57. It's our field. It's our. Hey, kill. Hey, 4 Tokyo. 57 to Mike. 57.
Wentz gonna throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
50 for real. Pac-Man. Watch the run. Watch the run. Here, the great 57. 57's run. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Watch out. Check 50. Check 50.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Double up. Here you go, can.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 10-5-7. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They run with Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Switch. Say. Do it.
On first, they go right back to Howard.
Come on.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
57. Mike, 57. He's time to move. He's time to run. Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here we go, here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 2.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 57 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Damn it. I was like,
incomplete.
I was like, this bitch is not running. I was ready for a short route.
Well, this
I was like, that bitch ain't stopping. He's going on the
frustrating
street.
these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Go to the party, man. He's on here now. After
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their time.
What am I doing here? I ain't mean to call a timeout. I'm setting it up. What's the name of a song? Where's the party at? Okay.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
See this, 10 o'clock video call. Yo. Hold on 1 minute.
Now Howard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Down the man inside, down the man.
They go with Howard again. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the edge.
On second down now, it's Howard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here we go. Backman. 120. Hey, kill. Please. Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Back.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 26. Check.
They'll try again with Howard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They come out here in the eye. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the toss play, Howard. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone to.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He gets this one to Boyd. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. So now Dalton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Go. 180! 56! Coming after you! Coming after you!
You fought well. You fought well.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
I'm going to give you a little tip here. If the team is not making the fucking playoffs in real life, don't use them in Madden. Okay, school's out for the day.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
All right.